Hello and welcome. My name is Savannah, if we have not yet practiced together. And today I will be guiding you through a short but powerful class to strengthen and mobilize your hips. This class is suitable for all levels, and all you will need is yourself and your mat. When you're ready, you can meet me lying down on your back. As you come to lie down on your back, your legs can be bent or your legs can be extended out long, whatever feels best for you right now. Can you feel the movement of your breath in your body? Can you hear your breath moving in? And can you hear your breath as it moves out? Allow your entire body to rest down onto the earth. Feel supported by the ground beneath you. We'll be here for just a few more breaths, finding some stillness before we begin to move. Notice how you are feeling right here, right now at the start of your yoga practice. Notice how your body is feeling, and also notice how your mind is feeling. Begin to wiggle into your fingers and toes. Bring your arms out into a T. Bring your legs up to about 90 degrees so your knees are over top of your hips. From here, we're coming into a twist. Bring your legs over to the right-hand side, releasing them down onto the ground. If you would like to, you can bring the right hand onto the left knee. Look wherever feels good for you. You can look towards the left side, straight up to the ceiling, or to the right side. Can you feel the movement of your breath in your belly as we hold this twist? Bring your right arm back out to the right side if the hand was on the left knee. Bring your legs back up through center, head back through center as well. When you're ready, release your legs over to the opposite side, left side. If you would like, you can place your left hand on your right knee, right thigh. And take your time here to find a comfortable position for your head, looking wherever feels good for you right now. Notice your breath as it moves in, and notice your breath as it moves out. Bring your left arm back out to the left side. Bring your legs back through center. Plant your feet down onto the ground. Your legs are bent. Bring your arms alongside your body. From here, setting up for a bit of a bridge flow. Feet are hip distance apart. As you breathe in, lift your hips up, and as you do that, lift your arms up overhead. The backs of your hands will touch the ground behind you. As you breathe out, lower everything back down to the earth, to our starting position. On your next breath in, lift the hips up, lift the arms up overhead. As you breathe out, lower everything down. Continue just like this a few more times. Can you press your feet down into the earth to lift yourself a little bit higher into your bridge pose? Let's do one more. Leave your arms down on the ground next to your body. Press down into your feet to lift your hips up. And this time we're going to hold right here in our bridge pose. Breathing in and releasing your breath. Can you engage your glutes, and can you engage the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings? Can you press the ground away from you with your feet to lift yourself higher into your bridge, finding a little bit more strength? Good, lower down. From here, bring your feet to the edges of your mat. Legs are still bent, and take your knees from side to side. From here, setting back up for bridge pose, feet are hip distance apart. Press the ground away from you with your feet. Lift your hips up, finding strength through the hamstrings and the glutes. Grounding firmly down into your right foot. Lift your left leg high up towards the sky, extending it long or keeping it bent, whatever you prefer. Then lower the left foot down to the ground once again. Right leg will lift up towards the sky. Right leg can be straight or bent. Lower the right foot down. Left leg will lift up. Lower it down. Keep your hips lifted high this entire time. We'll do a couple more each side. If your hamstrings are quite tight, feel free to keep a nice big bend in your knee. Good. Lower the hips all the way down. From here at the hips down, extend your left leg up to the sky. Your left leg can be straight or bent. It's entirely up to you. Take into account how tight your hamstrings are feeling today. From here, ground down into the right foot. Lift your hips up into single leg bridge. Lower down, hips will tap the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. A few more just like this. One more time. Good. With the hips all the way down onto the ground, bring your left foot down to the ground. Right leg will lift up towards the sky. The right leg can be bent or straight. Ground firmly down into your left foot to lift your hips up towards the sky as you inhale. And on your breath out, lower the hips down to tap the earth. Inhale, breathe in, lift. As you breathe out, lower the hips to gently tap the earth. Continuing just like this several more times. Let's do one more. Lower yourself all the way down. Bring the right foot down to the mat. Bring your feet to the edges of your mat. Legs are bent. Bring your knees in to touch one another. Leave your arms next to your body, or you can bring one hand onto your heart and the other hand onto your belly. Breathe here and notice how you are feeling. Make your way from here into a tabletop position on hands and knees. Shoulders will be stacked over top of the wrists. Your hips are stacked over top of your knees. Spread your fingers far apart. Find a nice neutral spine. And look forward towards the top of your mat, keeping your neck nice and long. From here, extend your right leg straight back behind you. Lift your right leg up a little bit higher. Arch your spine like you're coming into a cow pose. As you exhale, bring your right knee in towards your nose. Round your spine like you're coming into cat pose. Inhale to arch your spine. Lift your right leg up a little bit higher. As you breathe out, round your spine for cat pose. Knee comes in towards the nose. Continue just like this. Inhale to lift and arch. Exhale to round and crunch. Good. From here, lower the right knee down, and we'll just take that over to the other side now. Extend your left leg straight back behind you. Inhale here, lift the left leg up a little bit higher. Arch your spine a little bit. As you breathe out, round your spine, coming into a cat shape. Knee comes in towards your nose. On your next breath in, arch your spine, lift the left leg up. As you breathe out, round your spine, bring your knee in towards your body. Continuing just like this for a few more rounds. Good. From here, lower the left knee down to the ground. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. Toes are down on the ground. Toes are tucked under. Lift your right leg up high towards the sky. Lower it down to tap the ground. A couple more just like this, and then we'll move on. Good. From here, the next time that your right leg is lifted, you're going to lower down onto your forearms. Lower the right foot down to the ground. Lift it back up. Come back up onto just your hands. You might need to bring your hands farther out in front of you to do this. Lower the right foot down to tap the ground. Lift it back up. Lower down onto your forearms. Lower the foot down. Lift the foot up. Lift up onto your hands. Lower the foot down. Lift it up. Lower the forearms down. Lower the foot down. Lift it up. Lift up onto your hands. Continue just like this. We'll do it a couple more times. Good. From here, bring the right knee back into your tabletop, hands and knees. Just start to take the hips from side to side. Good. We'll do that on the second side. Extend your left leg back behind you. Toes are tucked under on the ground. Lift the left leg up. Lower it down. A few more like this before we add on. So from here, you might need to bring your hands a little bit farther in front of you. Let's lift the left leg up. Lower down onto your forearms. Lower the left foot down to the ground. Gently tap the ground. Lift it up. Lift up onto your hands. Lower the toes down. Lift it up. Lower down onto your forearms. Lower the foot down. Lift it up. Lift up onto your hands. Lower the foot down. Lift it up. Continue just like this for 1 or 2 more rounds. Good. From here, bring the left knee in, coming back into your tabletop. Find any movement from here that feels really good for your body at this time. Good. Find a nice neutral tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees. From here, come into a donkey kick position with your right leg. So the right leg is bent to about 90 degrees, and your right foot is going to stomp up towards the ceiling. From here, bring the right knee in towards your nose and step it through in between your hands. Bring your hands up onto your right thigh. Continuing to move like that, bring the hands down. Fingers spread far apart, come into your tabletop. As you do that, lift the right leg up into your donkey kick position. Bring the right knee in towards your body, step it through. Bring the hands up onto the right thigh. As soon as you come here with the hands on the thigh, bring the hands down. Come into your tabletop, extending the right leg up towards the sky. Bring the knee in towards your chest. Step it through. Bring the hands up onto the thigh. Right away, bring the hands down to the mat next to the foot. Come into your tabletop. As you do that, extend the right leg up. Bring the knee in towards your chest. Step it through. Bring your hands up onto your right thigh. Good. We'll do this one more time. Meeting in your tabletop from here. Let's just take a moment to find some movement. Whatever that looks like for you is good. Let's make our way over and do this movement on the second side. So the left leg will lift up. Left leg is bent to about 90 degrees. Stomp the ceiling with your left foot. Bring the left knee now in towards your chest. Step it through. Bring your hands up onto your left thigh. Bring your hands down to the mat. Come into your tabletop, and as you do, lift the left leg up. Bring the knee in towards your chest. Step it through. Top of the mat, hands come up onto the left thigh. Continuing to move just like this. Going at your own pace, so if you would like to slow it down, you can do that. If you would like to move a little bit quicker, you can do that. Make this practice work for you, taking into account how you are feeling today. Good. Let's do one more. Meeting in your tabletop when you are finished. Hands and knees. Inhale to arch your spine. Come into a cow pose. Lift your heart, lift your tailbone. Exhale to round your spine. Look down towards the mat. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round. One more just like that. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round. Find a neutral spine, and we'll take a child's pose to finish up our practice, to stretch things out a little bit. Big toes can come together. Knees can be as far apart or as close together as you like. Sit your hips down to rest onto your heels. Arms out in front of you, or if you prefer, your arms can be alongside your body. For more of a stretch, you might want to bring your knees farther apart, maybe all the way to the edges of the mat. And for less of a stretch, you can try bringing your knees closer together. Come to a position where you feel that you can rest. Notice your breath flowing in and flowing out. Listen to the sound of your breath. What else can you notice about your breath right now? Is there a part of your breath that is the easiest for you to connect in with and feel? We'll be here for a couple more breaths. Begin to lift your head up off of the ground. Walk your hands in towards your knees. Make your way from here into a comfortable seated position where we will finish off our practice together. Thank you so much for joining me for this short but strong class for the hips. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. This is a great way to support me, but subscribing to my channel also means that you will never miss one of my videos. You can also leave me a comment letting me know how you are feeling after class. I always love reading your comments. Thank you once again for being here. The light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.